What's up, guys? I'm the Wrestlegamer. Welcome back to Let's Play Battleship Bishojo right here on the arcade. On the last episode, which is quite a while ago, we caught a cat girl with big, well, you know. So anyway, this is the last line of the last episode, so let's go. I collapsed onto the bed as I usually did and laid there for a moment. For whatever reason, I was restless. Despite how tiring today had been, my brain just couldn't shut off. I tried calming myself, feeling myself bob up and down to the rhythm of the sea. But nothing seemed to work. Sighing, I stood, heading for the door, intending on getting something to drink. I wonder if anyone has noticed that I haven't been eating. Well, technically I was eating, there just weren't any scenes of it. No need to waste that sort of time anyways. I dragged my way over to the bathroom, checking first to see if anyone was in there. Why do I get the feeling somebody is in there? When I assured the coast was clear, I walked in, grabbing a glass and pouring some water. After a quick splash on my face for good measure, I downed the glass and set it aside, walking back out into the main lower decks. Oh, that was a little bit disappointing. I looked around, noticing the bright blonde hair of Sophie. She was leaning on the wall, casually, head leaned down. It was almost seemed as she was... Sophie? What? She flung herself around, arms at the ready. When she saw it was me, she lowered her guard. Oh, Dikey, was I? Sleeping? Yeah, you dozed off. Oh, how embarrassing. She lightly brushed and pushed her hair back. I waved it off. Nah, it happens. What you're doing out here so late anyways? I'm guarding the brig until we get to dry land. She cut herself off with a yawn, then shook her head. So sorry, it's just been a long day. It's been a long week, I'd say. Crazy things are happening all the time on this ship. Is that how it usually is? Not really. Before you came on board, we had long stretches of just sailing out in the open waters, finding nothing. With all these weird things you've found since I've gotten here, it's hard to say if I'm involved in that or not. Well, we were sailing on our way to that mystery portal for quite a while. We thought it would lead us to riches, but, well... Yeah, it's okay. I get it. I know I haven't been the most helpful on board here. Hey, I never said that. She put her hands together and pushed her hair backside out, behind her as if she wiggled back and forth. You've been plenty helpful. At least the very least you've offered. I've met plenty of people, men, women, and monster alike, who wouldn't even do that. Really now? What happened to them? Well, they're not on the ship anymore, I'll say that much. You guys sure are strict around here. It's mostly Katsu, and she has her reasons. And those reasons being? I don't know if I should say. Right. I looked at the door near to her. Pardon me, I was taking a glass of water. For some reason I felt sort of pulled to go inside. Is it alright if I check up on the Yanchaneko? Make sure it's nice and secure in there? I guess so. I trust you enough to know that you won't try anything, but I'll still keep my eye on you. She isn't known as a trickster for nothing. Right. I let myself in, Sophie staying behind in the doorway watching. The brig consists of cages along the walls, although it was a very small room. The cages seemed to be steel, contrasting greatly with the wood paneling that surrounded them. The Yanchaneko was kept at the very end of the hall of cages on the right side. What did I tell you about that cat girl? I walked over slowly and her ears twitched when I finally stepped in front of her cage. Why, hello there. Hey, and what brings you here? I'm not sure. I'm supposed just to talk? And why would you want to talk to me? Well, you're interesting. I suppose that's the easiest answer. So I'm a science project of sorts to you. I'd say that's a bit harsh. I'm not going to cut you open and study you. I just want to talk, you know, with words and such. She sat there at the back of her cage, the only thing illuminating her being the moonlight from her small window. There were bars across that as well. Do you talk to all your captives? Oh, I wouldn't know. I only just got here. What I do want to know, however, is what would you have done with me if you had gotten your way? I could see her white teeth crooked into a wide grin. Something about that grin made me uneasy. And what do you think I would have done? Hmm? There's a lot of stories about what you do. You might have eaten me, done what you had promised, and just made it with me until, or I pushed myself forward against the bars. You could have transported me to another dimension. These words seemed to grab her attention, although she tried to hide that. She looked away, her smile fading into a less sinister and more somber face. That's what you want, isn't it? Well, I know you, Daiki. Wait, how do you know my name? How is she going through the bars? I think if they were just trying to do an animation where she was pushed up against the bars, they kind of messed up on that. She suddenly left up her hands, gripping the bars and her nails making a light ting against them. I stumbled backwards onto the floor, looking up at her in shock. I know more than I let on, Daiki, and it's probably for the best that I do. But we both know something, don't we? Well, what are you talking about? Don't act so stupid. We both know that you don't belong here. On this ship, with these women. In this world. I slowly got back up to my feet, dusting myself off. Well, yeah, but I see more than either you or any of your lady pirate friends could ever imagine. I've seen what happens to each and every one of you. What do you mean? I could help you, Daiki. I could save you before they... No, don't get off the subject. Tell me, right now. I banged against the bars. These actions caused her to back off, but her sinister glare never left. Deep to the north, there is a great danger that you will all pursue. It will be the greatest danger you have ever faced in your whole insignificant lives. What? What do you mean? Out with it. I don't need to say anything. Everything will make sense on its own time. No, we're not playing the riddle game now. You're in no position to give orders, Daiki. What are you going to do? Kill me? Torture me for information? We both know you don't have the guts for that. Try me. The silence that hung in the air after that cut like a knife. I had no idea if Sophie was listening in or not, and I didn't care. I don't believe a thing you're saying, and you know it. They all call you a trickster, and for now I believe them more than I do you. And why is that? You've known them for only days longer than you've known me. What's the difference here, Daiki? Time isn't as simple as that. With all your big talk, I'm sure you're more than aware of that. I suppose you're right on one thing, at the very least. Still, this whole conversation has been what you said. Big talk. But we can still take one thing from this, my dear Daiki. I gritted my teeth, as I was done with her at this point, but I'd humor her at least one last time before I left. What's that? You don't belong here, and you know it. That's all she had to say. She slid back into her dark corner in silence, leaving me there, standing and fuming. How I'd love to rip open this cage and teach her something. But who was I kidding? That wasn't in me at all either. I sighed and walked away, walking back over to the doorway to see Sophie leaning against him, completely passed out again. I chuckled, giving her a light tap on the shoulder. She swung back up to life again, assuming a similar position as she had the first time I had woken her, before adjusting to her calm, quiet demeanor once again. Oh, sorry, Daiki, I didn't mean to. Oh, it's fine, Sophie. I got everything I needed from that. Really? What did she say? A lot of nonsense, that's for sure. Oh, that's unfortunate. She is a trickster, after all. I've heard that word so many times today, I'm starting to forget what it even means. I sighed again, putting my palm against my face, wiping the sweat from my forehead. Are you sure you're okay, Daiki? I looked up from my hand over to her and smiled, nodding. I'm fine, thank you, Sophie. Good. Now go get some rest, silly. We have no idea what we'll have to deal with tomorrow. That's true. You do the same, Sophie, please. I'll try. Night, Daiki. Night, Sophie. And with that, I made my way back to my room and collapsed onto my bed. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. If you guys like this video, be sure you slam that like button like a champion. If you guys want to see more of Battleship Bishojo right here in the arcade, you know the two ways you got to do it. You got to leg drop the subscribe button and hit that bell icon to turn on notifications. That way, you guys will never miss out on another video right here on my channel. So with that being said, I am your friendly neighborhood Wrestle Gamer, reminding all of you out there, stay awesome. Bye, guys.